What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth, and today I want to talk about PlayStation 5. I didn't get to any time to do this video earlier. Obviously, PlayStation has a showcase tomorrow or Wednesday, September 16th, and obviously, we're expected to get price, release date, pre-order openings, and these are some of the anticipated things that we've been waiting for on the PlayStation side. We've gotten to see some gameplay. We had two showings of Ratchet and Clank. Of course, we got the Spider-Man announcement and the Demon Souls, which is rumored to be potentially a launch title, and some more updates to the game. So definitely looking forward to it. The unfortunate sad thing is that I unfortunately won't be able to watch the show live because it's still technically early. I got to work. So I'm probably going to be having an eye on Twitter. And if I can sneak some time to watch it mobily on my phone at work, I will. But Wednesdays are typically busy days for me at work. So I expect a couple things. And I'm just going to tell you guys what I expect to happen, whether price, release date, games that we're going to see, any potential surprises. And so, yeah, let's get into it. So, sure enough, at this PlayStation Showcase, I expect them to show off the UI. PlayStation always does these when they this presentation of their user interface and what it's going to look like. I'm expecting the PlayStation 5 UI to look more like an enhanced version of the PlayStation 4. Sure, it's going to do some things graphically that are just like obviously unique to the PlayStation 5. I expect it to be pretty fluid, and it's going to have everybody by the balls like everything else PlayStation does. I am anticipating a price of. I've been consistent with this. Honestly, I say a lot of people think it's going to be this $399 and $499. I believe it's going to be a 449 499 scenario or a 449 minimum 549 maximum scenario. We'll see. And I do believe some people are saying November 20th. I don't think they do that. Xbox is launching with Destiny and Assassin's Creed. I think PlayStation launches with Call of Duty, and that will be Friday the 13th. I know it's not the best date, but Call of Duty's launching on the 13th. Why not PlayStation? And it'll be interesting because they'll be this will be the first time two major players launching in the same week. The last time that happened was the PlayStation 3 and the Nintendo Wii. I think they came out the same. I think Nintendo came out on a Sunday with the Wii, and the PS3 I think came out that Friday, if I'm not mistaken, in November of like 2006. I think that has happened before. Last generation, the Xbox One and the PS4, I think were about a full week apart. I think November 14th or 13th versus November 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so I think there's gonna be just mere days separating these guys. November 10th for the Xbox Series X and S, and November 13th for the PlayStation 5. I am expecting pre-orders to open either immediately or the same day as the Xbox, which is September 22nd. I'm trying to think what surprises. A lot of people are saying Final Fantasy. I'm not sure that happens. I do think maybe a Final Fantasy 7 remake PlayStation 5 showing. Finally, some gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man. Demon Souls being revealed with a surprise date of November 13th. It will be a launch title for the PlayStation 5. Ratchet and Clank may get a concrete date. Right now, it's scheduled for a launch window, but I think they'll have nailed down a date by now for sometime in February. The crazy thing about this whole PlayStation 5 reveal, we've seen Ratchet and Clank more than anything, and it's not a launch title. Like, we haven't seen pretty much any launch games. Like, we saw Kenna, but Kenna was just delayed. Bethesda showed the game originally at PlayStation Showcase in like, was it June they had that showcase? And that game has been since delayed. Right now, we've seen Godfall a whole bunch of times. So I guess when it comes to games, people are, have their head to the moon. Some people are expecting Horizon gameplay, God of War announcement. I mean, some of these things can happen, but I'm not really anticipating all of that. I do expect to be amazed. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to watch from like on demand or just hear what people say on Twitter. But I think they said the show is going to be 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So that's a decent amount of time. But you got to ask yourself, there's still things we don't know about the PlayStation 5. I mean, we haven't seen it live in hand. We haven't seen anybody physically hold it or an actual representation of comparison. We've only saw the 3D renders and like the trailers from what they showed, but nobody has seen it in the real world. So we're gonna want to see it, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna show it off, and we're gonna want to also see how the UI functions, and that takes time. So how much games are going to be shown, how much gameplay we're going to see, and it's time because they have a lot to talk about in that span of time. I know there's rumors going around on their yields, and they're reducing how much they're going to ship. A lot of people are talking about it. I know other people are hyping up Wi-Fi 6. Honestly, I don't know what the big deal is, but PlayStation 5 is going to have it. Xbox isn't, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know what Wi-Fi 6 actually does if it's in your device. I don't know if it changes the speed or anything. Because honestly, guys, when I played my PlayStation 4, I kept it hardwired because no matter how fast my internet was, the PlayStation did nothing to take advantage of it. So I was like, at the end of the day, if you're gonna cap out something, I'm gonna at least have it plugged in. Same with the Xbox. I've always kept it plugged in. The only Xboxes that I keep, or PlayStations and Xboxes that I keep on like Wi-Fi, is my kids' consoles because they're not hardcore gaming, like that. I mean, they play online, but it's not that serious where they need a super reliable connection because they're not playing anything competitive. We're talking Roblox, and my son pretty much does like single player in the games that he's playing outside of Fortnite. So yeah, me personally, I wouldn't dare put an Xbox or Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, or a PlayStation 5 on Wi-Fi because of Wi-Fi 6. Here's a question for you guys. Yeah, PlayStation 5 is gonna have Wi-Fi 6. I don't have a Wi-Fi router, a Wi-Fi 6 router. So I don't know what that, if that benefits me in any way. But for now, I do anticipate having it plugged in. But I'm looking forward to the show. I hope it's a good show, and hopefully it finally gets these guys talking more about PlayStation and not Xbox. Because these guys have been hungry for some just concrete PlayStation information. These PlayStation insiders have been like off. They've been horrible. You got people watching Marlon Gaming and looking at his facial reactions to confirm a rumor or something like that. It's ridiculous. But just to have, for these guys to have something to look forward to. And the cool thing is it will have like everything. The concrete will finally have a date and price, and we can finally put PlayStation's price to Xbox price, their date, that date, their games. And right now we know PlayStation's winning on a game front because they have a first party IP coming at launch. But and just to stack them side by side is always cool to do. But lately I feel like the banter that's been going on for the Xbox has just kind of really been unnecessary. But it'll be cool to finally have some concrete, factual information about the PlayStation 5, and we know it's coming in less than 2 months from now. So, and hopefully we can all get our hands on a copy of, pretty much a console. But I'm telling you guys my plans, right? It all depends on, honestly, PlayStation's pricing, right? Because if PlayStation's $400, if the digital one is $400, I'd buy it. It'd be a hard buy because like I haven't gone digital. Actually, I did. I got rid of my PlayStation 4 Pro, and there's 3 games I own digital on PlayStation 4. It's Days Gone, and I hated it. Ghost of Tsushima, I wound up finishing it. Last of Us Part 2, and obviously I enjoyed that game. So I like I keep either way, the PS4, the PS5 digital, PS5 standard, I'll have access to those games. I mean, I expect to, but I'm not sure if I can fully commit to going digital, and that's where I say if it's $400 by default, I'd buy it, right? The PS5, I would want the PS5 physical edition, the standard edition, because I typically buy physical games on PlayStation, with the exception of those 3 titles that I bought in 2020, because obviously we weren't going anywhere due to COVID. But it depends. I mean, if that what that price tag is at, because I'm an Xbox guy. You guys know the Series X is day one over anything, and I'm actually going to be. I made up my mind. I'm going to be getting the Series S as well. 2 of them have to replace my son's PlayStation 4 with that, and then me, since I've upgraded my TV to a LG CX for PlayStation 5 and Series X, I'm going to buy a Series S only for streaming purposes, and that will be connected to my monitor where I sit at in games. So anytime I'm streaming, I'll play on a Series S, but when I'm gaming and just playing and enjoying and being entertained, I'll be playing on a CX. So that's how I plan to go in the next generation. And if the Series X being 500, PS5 being 500, that's $1,000, and I ain't even buy a game yet. So yeah, so I'm hoping PlayStation does come in a little bit cheaper, but if it doesn't, it is what it is. I want to know what you guys think of this big PlayStation showcase. What are you expected to see? What are you most excited to see? Are you expecting any major acquisitions, major new IP, a big third-party still? It's going to be exciting, but you guys got to keep me updated because, unfortunately, I won't be watching live, so I'm going to be relying on Twitter. And if it's PlayStation, anything PlayStation trends immediately. So I should be okay. I don't think I'm going to miss anything per se because Twitter, you know, will be there. But having that experience and be able to watch and react live is, you know, I didn't, you know, they told us too late, couldn't take the time off. So, but that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not. Hit that like button because we're at the end of the video. So if you didn't like this video, dislike it. But if you like it, hit the like button. As always, it's Kid Smooth. Xbox is the best box and I am the best bot. But hopefully you PlayStation guys have a wonderful show. I'll be checking in. Peace.